Folks, today I want to share a crazy rumor. Crazy because if true, this would be one of the biggest news of the past years, but also crazy because it could be potentially wrong, okay? I don't do usually clickbait stuff, and I don't mean this as a clickbait, but there are now two different people that told me the same thing, and I'm starting to think that maybe this could be true. And the rumor basically says that there's a new DJI Full Frame mirrorless camera coming September 15. We had this rumor already exactly 1 year ago, so it was a letdown then that it didn't happen. And the rumor actually was shared by a trusted source that I really know for years, and he is actually close to Japanese manufacturer and told me that Japanese manufacturers were afraid that DJI would launch such a full frame mirrorless camera soon, because that's what they heard. So he works for different companies, Japanese companies, so he's reliable, but this is something that he picked up from those big companies. DJI did obviously not announce this camera, but I think there was some kind of truth behind this. And now two other sources, and those are new sources or not sources that I know, but I chatted with them, I know their names, I'm not going to unveil them, so I checked their profile and they seem to be serious people, but you never know, they can also work together to fool me just for fun, so we never know. But they got rumored that DJI will announce the launch of a new full frame mirrorless camera on September 15, and they shared some additional specs that are quite interesting. But again, a reminder that this is not a rumor where I have a solid confirmation through images and specs that I got, and not from trusted sources, okay? But I want to share this for two reasons. One, because I hope it's going to be true. Second, maybe after you watch this video and maybe you got some info from your sources, you can contact me here through the email address and contact form and send me some info and tell me if this is BS or not. So, okay. Last week I got the first rumor about this DJI mirrorless camera and I ignored it. I blatantly ignored it because after the letdown of last year I said like, no, I need really more evidence before I even think about that this could be possible. And 1 hour ago another source told me more details about this camera. And because he's about to convince me that this is real, I just relaunched a website named DJI-rumors.com. So I will throw everything he says from now on. So even after this video, check out the website. I will throw everything there. The website is just a placeholder page, so it's not well designed and so forth, but I'm just throwing everything there. So follow the website. I also launched a Facebook group. Here is the link. So go there to chat, because if this camera is going to be launched, it's going to be super big. And so I think you should follow the website, follow the Facebook group. But now you wanna know what that source say. Basically the source, just like the other source from last week, there was another source, told me they saw the new DJI Full Frame mirrorless camera. It's a very secretive project, but they were involved because they are already working in a group of people close to DJI. And this is what they said, okay? First of all, DJI will soon launch a teaser within a matter of days, maybe even early next week, for this launch. That will happen on September 15. So this is not, I really ask, this is not about a new Osmo and a new mini drone that we already saw leaked many times. This is something about this new mirrorless camera from DJI. The info is it's a full frame mirrorless, it's L-mount, and that's already something that I heard many months ago, that it was a possibility. As you know, DJI is part of the L-mount alliance, so this will be a full frame L-mount mirrorless camera from DJI. So again, follow also L-mount-rumors.com, because that's going to be a big news if true. Then, more in detail, it has the hasselblad color science, so like the X2D2, so expect that color science, that usability of that hasselblad X2D2, which I truly do like. Now let's come to the looks. They say the camera looks like boxy like the Sony FX3, so a cine-oriented camera. It's a tiny bit bigger than Sony FX3, that's what they told me. And also, and this is great, it has an integrated electronic viewfinder. So this is not just LCD screen only, but you also have an integrated viewfinder in the corner. So this would have sort of rangefinder look or something more like a Sony FX2 look, but still be bigger than the Sony FX2 and the FX3. I'm still chatting with the source. I asked him how the camera will look. I just gave him as a reference, you know, that famous DJI Hasselblad full frame mirrorless image that you can see here that was created 1 year ago, that we know it's just a Leica M camera remade with the DJI logo. And he definitely said, no, of course it doesn't look like this. Something else you can tell me, because I asked him about the specs of the sensor and he didn't, he said like only few people know the specs. He doesn't feel like sharing them. Just a guess from my side, it could use the 44 megapixel sensor we already know from the S1R Lumix and already in use on other DJI full frame cameras. So this could be the sensor. That would be the most easy guess, that it uses that 44 megapixel sensor. But if it's more like a Sony FX3 Cine camera with an integrated viewfinder, it might even have a low resolution sensor for more cine focus stuff. But this is just guessing. He still doesn't feel like sharing the specs, but probably he will tell me more in the next days when he feels more comfortable. DJI will nail many things the Japanese manufacturer didn't nail in the past decade, okay? First thing, usability. If you ever touch the X2D2, you know the menu and the interface is easy. That's something that many normal people miss. Most of my friends that want to buy a camera, they're always frustrated by the usability. It's too complex. They don't want to be engineers and study books to learn how to set properly everything. While if you use the X2D, you know this is a kind of interface normal people can understand after some short amount of time of work. And so usability of this will be great. Connectivity, expect something great. So Japanese manufacturers still lag behind when it comes to the interaction between and connection between camera and smartphones. DJI nails it, so it will make it easy that you can quickly see your images on your smartphone without having to wait a long time, losing connection, like it's still happening for me on my Sony a7R5. When I transfer big raw files, I still sometimes lose connection. I have to redo it. Instant sharing is still too difficult. It has to be smooth for the normal people. And I think the pricing and the specs will be great knowing DJI, and usability, connectivity work, and they have a sense of innovation that most Japanese manufacturers do not have, at least not at that pace. So Japanese manufacturers are great when it comes to tech and so forth, but often they try to just do only slow improvements on any generation of camera, while DJI is just ready to throw in everything. That's why, by the way, as a mountain biker, I bought a DJI M-Flow bike, because it's just way ahead any Bosch or Shimano bike when it comes to power. So tech and software, it's really way ahead. So I expect a similar blowout experience with the DJI mirrorless. And if it's coming, I will buy it. Definitely sure that I will buy a DJI mirrorless L-mount camera. He didn't tell me if DJI also will make some lenses and so forth. So we are still working this out, but I wanted to give you the breaking news. So I will now stop this video, again asking you to send all the info you can find through this email address and contact form. And again, if you don't want to miss any of the updates I can give you probably within the next couple of days, then subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button. I keep repeating, this is not a confirmed rumor. We already had a letdown last year, so keep it as a wild rumor. Keep it as a nice discussion knowing that there's still like a 70-80% chance that this is wrong, okay? Whew, folks, that is great. That is great also for the L-mount. It would really project L-mount at the top of all mounts, because Panasonic, DJI, Viltrox just announced that they joined the L-mount. Sigma doing really great stuff. Love the BF, love the lenses. Of course Leica, but Leica is more for the niche rich people. It would make it a super mount, and that DJI L-mount would definitely be my first L-mount camera. I promise I'm going to buy this. DJI, make it, you will get my money. And I think many of the commenters here and viewers are ready to sell the kidneys for this camera. Let me know in the comment system. See you very, 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 very soon.